Hello everyone, this is a Steven Universe episode review for Season 4, Episode 8 and 9. I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys, it's so far from what I'm seeing, it's kind of just how you think of this episode, or at least what I've been seeing. Some people are just saying, it's okay, that's the best I've been seeing, and then the worst is, I'm completely disappointed with this episode. Because first off, the episode title is just a little bit misleading, and let's all be real here. You all thought something extremely cool or epic was going to happen within this episode just from that title alone and what Peridot said a while back of, oh, you're going to harvest me? Oh, harvest me. Gem harvest. She's in the episode. Something big, something terrible must happen to her or just someone in the Crystal Gems. Not really. All this episode was just pretty much a Thanksgiving episode. That's the best I can give you. I could honestly end the review right here. You saw the episode, and that's it. That's all it pretty much was, a Thanksgiving episode. Now, of course, I'm not going to go over the episode step by step, because you most likely just saw the episode yesterday or online or just saw it before you came here. However, but there's no need for me to do the play-by-play for the episode you just saw. That's kind of pointless and takes up time. Another reason why most people were probably disappointed with this episode is because, well, when it comes to 30-minute specials in the Steven Universe, I wouldn't say they're, like, extremely hyped up, but they're sometimes hyped up. And not only that, they have really crucial plot elements to it. The first 30-minute special we got was the reveal of Lapis, Mirror Gem, Ocean Gem. Second one was the reveal of like how Homeworld works, kind of, Yellow Diamond, Jasper, and then just, oh, and the biggest thing, of course, would be with Garnet and everything about her, of her being a fusion and all that. And then the next one, Super Watermelon Island, dealing with Malachite, and then the back-to-back episode with that was Gem Drill, so Steven and Peridot dealing with the cluster, and then the next one was dealing with a quote-unquote new Crystal Gem Bismuth, and how everything played out with that character. And with this one, we don't really get anything close to those, like, episodes. We don't get to, like, how they were, the level of them. There's no, like, epic monsters to fight. There's no, revealing shocking story. The closest thing that we get shocking is that Peridot and Lapis don't technically have rights to the barn, of course. Greg's last name isn't Universe. Greg and Rose never technically got married. And there's a new character. Now, I don't know why, but I was just thinking, that can't be the new character. There's no way that's going to be like a new permanent character. But then I realized, when it comes to new characters in Steven Universe, there's one thing that they definitely do, and that is they don't really show them as much. When it comes to the commercials within a day or maybe a week before the episode, yeah, that's completely fine. But say like for the preview and the trailer for Bismuth, you saw her everywhere. And then what ended up happening? She got poofed by the end of the episode. When it came to the episode, or well, the special of Ocean Gem and Mirror Gem, nowhere within like the previews or anything like that for those episodes a while back, nowhere did it say that we would be getting a new character, and that being specifically Lapis. Or when the episode preview and trailer for Warp Tour came out like 2 years ago. No mention of Peridot either. And then Jasper was kind of hinted, but not exactly. But yeah, she was also not really revealed to the actual episode. And seeing how this also plays out, since Andy wasn't really all that hyped up or truly revealed or sneak peeked, anything like that, it's kind of safe to say that, kind of like with the pattern here, with those other three characters, Andy is here to stay. And they did say that a new character will be premiering in the fall, and it's the fall time, and it's more or less soon to be over. In a way, at least, the feeling of it. But if there is one thing I can talk about, of course, that being pretty much the star of the episode and new character, and 10 times out of 10 permanent character, this time that being Andy. I thought Andy's character was okay, nothing too spectacular or, something shocking to me. It just seems like the normal everyday human that's freaked out and just kind of annoyed by all the weird stuff that the gems do and magic things. That's pretty much with every character besides like Steven, or at least like every human character that they interact with. When it comes to the future of Andy though, or like how he'll play a part in the story, I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure within like episodes that we'll be getting in the future, it's just going to be simple of Greg and Andy just telling stories to Steven, or back to back, or something of like Andy taking Steven in his plane and then just flying him around and the places he's been, showing him pictures, collectibles, and history stuff, stories, so on and so forth. I could see it happening. It's pretty, simple writing for a character that, is not a gem but is a human and is going to be staying. Another thing I could say for Andy, though, before I forget about it, is that I've noticed that he was voiced by the same guy who voices Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I was just really waiting for him to, like, crack or something, and then just say something along the lines of, "What are you gems doing near my freaking barn? Get out of here." I was really expecting that, and that would just been the best thing ever, but I knew they really couldn't do that. That probably would have been a little off for Steven Universe. Another thing I could talk about is just, having all the gems together and all that. We rarely get to see that, like, actually all of the gems, the crystal gems and Lapis and Peridot, having them all together and, doing their things, like Lapis flying, Amethyst shape-shifting, eating inanimate objects. What did she eat? Like cooking oil? She said 3 bottles of it. Pearl being smart, Peridot being a smart ass, and then Steven just being caring and loving and pulling everyone together and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I can talk about this episode. There's nothing too big that happened, of course, because there's no intense storylines that happen, no insane villains to fight, no shocking secrets or true secrets that could change the thoughts and characters forever or something like that. No action. And I know that Steven Universe isn't based around all that type of stuff, and especially action, but I'm just used to having the 30-minute specials having more or less those things throughout the episode. But with this one, since it was a 30-minute special, it didn't really have any of that. It's like going to a superhero movie and then not having any action at all. It almost feels like a ripoff. I mean, I'm not saying that this entire episode was a waste of time or a ripoff or anything. I'm just saying that I was expecting a lot more, and I'm pretty sure everyone else was. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say, honestly. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Have any questions, comments, or concerns? I will try to answer them the best I can. Have any discussion topics you want me to talk about next week? Or, well, actually, a bit of an announcement, I should say. For next week, you know how I do the discussion videos on Thursdays or Fridays, and then the theory videos on Saturdays? Next week, there's not going to be that. There's going to be a discussion video, but it's going to be on the following Tuesday. So this Tuesday coming up, and then after that, I'm just going to take a break because I'm off of school that week, and it's Thanksgiving. So you guys are probably going to be away with your family, and so I'm going to be busy with mine and just relaxing. So there's that. But anyway, fan art, if you want to draw that would be greatly appreciated. The email will be in the description, so you could send me some. That'd be very nice, and everything else, you know what to do. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or a great night. Bye.